I'd like to call to order the Tax Increment Finance Commission of St. Genevieve, Missouri public hearing. First, I'd like to move for approval of the agenda.
Move for approval.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
And approval of minutes.
Move to approve.
Second. Has everyone had a chance to review the minutes? All in favor? Aye. The purpose for our public meeting, public hearing this evening, it's a continuation of our previous meeting, and I would like to briefly remind everyone of procedures for public comment. The TIF Commission wishes to hear from as many interested parties as possible in the time available at the public meeting. Depending on the number of people who wish to speak, the chairman may impose a time limit. Speakers are to limit their comments to the issues embodied in the notice of this hearing. In addition, speakers are requested to avoid making comments that are repetitive, although speakers may feel free to express agreement with previous comments. At this time, I'd like to call for written comments from taxing jurisdictions.
We received no written comments at City Hall.
Written comments from the public. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. So this will not be read and go to public record. Pass around. Any other written comments from the public? To read this aloud so it will go into the record. This is dated 3/13/2013. It is to address to essentially all the people and to whom it may concern. The letter is put forth by Ron Inman. I'm not against the city TIF. I do again feel that you need to give a lot of effort to study the wants and needs as well as the economics of adding a TIF to the Highway 61 corridor and the Highway 32 into town for the existing businesses as well as potential new or additional businesses. In my view, the TIF was started in 1999 for the benefit of the Hotel St. Genevieve property. The two renters that rented businesses for 22 years paid approximately $900,000 in rent. The owners only improved property buildings with some paint and a small amount of brickwork on the top. Also inside two new air units, hot water heaters during the rental period. During the fall of 2003, we offered $485,000 for the building and lot with an anticipated remodeling of another $500,000 to upgrade all 13 rooms upstairs and 2 handicap restrooms downstairs. The owner refused the offer as he wanted $635,000 for the property, was listed for several years at this price. Some 2 years ago, Mr. Fowler asked me for a meeting about selling the property. I met with him, and he offered the hotel building for $385,000 without the 2 parcels that included the parking lot. I told him we were not interested as the parking lot was now worth more than the hotel building. The reason being that amount, that almost The reason being that almost no money had been spent by him to upgrade the building, but had probably been spent on his other properties. I feel the Fergusons and the Muellers are good people and will do their best to make this venture successful. I think they should consider their approach to helping revitalize the old downtown by their proposal to make the building into a banquet and meeting facility and a restaurant. Jamie can tell you it was almost unbelievable the amount of rooms that were rented by people wanting the same room number they had 40 and 50 years ago for their first honeymoon night. This was people from St. Louis and Memphis. These were people as well as others who wanted to stay in the old part of town, and their hotel was not in old part of town, as the hotel was not in over excellent bed and breakfast. They also would normally stay. I can't.
You missed that. Yeah, you missed a sentence or something. But I said even though they're excellent bed and breakfast, a lot of people just choose to stay in the hotel even though we've got a lot of good bed and breakfast. And we really do. Probably better than anything.
I'll try to catch back up with Ron.
You skipped a sentence.
These were people as well as others who wanted to stay in the old part of town, in the hotel, and not in the hotel, and not in our excellent bed and breakfast. They also would normally stay for the weekend and spend money downtown in the shops and restaurants. I see from an economic standpoint that this would bring more weekend business to the downtown area as a hotel restaurant. We already have a large selection of available rentals for banquets, wedding receptions in our area. I do understand from an investor's point of view that the amount spent to redo the hotel building should be easily recovered. With the money saved from the city tax as well as the real estate tax saved, especially since the hotel parking lot assessment is so low compared to the amount the owner is asking for. The property also asking for the property also. The 20% state and 20% through federal tax credit for rehabilitation of the building. I wish all the new investors well. I'm also glad the Built Best property was included in the TIF. This can bring in many needed jobs. I also learned a lot about the TIF, the server line. Thank you very much. Any other written comments from the public? We'll move to oral comments from the taxing jurisdictions. Any comments? Oral comments from the public. Would anybody like to make any statements or have any questions? At this time, we will adjourn from, I need a motion to adjourn from the public hearing.
Motion to adjourn from public hearing.
All in favor? Aye. As you can see by the agenda, there is one change and one amendment. Consider a resolution regarding approval of the redevelopment plan and the redevelopment project and designation of redevelopment area. So I think everyone should have received the resolution document. The only addition to the resolution document is item number 4. Item number 4 reads, the TIF Commission further recommends to the Board of Aldermen that all redevelopment agreements entered into in conjunction with the proposed building stabilization and Rehabilitation Grant Loan Program provides the applicants for grants and loans will not be permitted to challenge the assessed value determinations made by county assessor for any property participating in such program for so long as such redevelopment agreement is in effect. Anybody have any thoughts, questions, concerns? Any other business? Oh, we need a motion to add that resolution. Excuse me. To adopt that resolution.
I'd like to make a motion that we adopt the resolution.
Okay. All in favor? Aye. All opposed? Passed. Other business? Would I like to move for adjournment?
Move for adjournment.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed?